Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today I'm going to be talking about LCA. Now I did do a previous DD on this one. You'll find it in the description below. Nonetheless, this will be a wholesome video where you can get everything you need. I split this video into 3 sections: intro, due diligence, and technical analysis. The links to those are in the comments below. Now at any point in the video, if you have any questions, make sure to mention them down in the comments below, or mention them on the free Discord that we have. That is more of a chat room for discussing things like that for stocks and etc. I'm usually a lot more active on there. Link is in the description below. Let's jump right into it. So, Golden Nugget. So they do have, it's an online game, poker gaming or gambling gaming, whatever you want to call it. It has all different kinds of bettings, gaming, machines, slots, and we're going to be giving a test to one of them at the end of the video. Nonetheless, LCA is reverse merging with this one here. So now, right off the bat, what we can do is try to look into their presentation. So into their presentation here, I pulled it up. It's a little bit of an outdated presentation going back to June 29th, 2020. It's an SEC filing. Now, some of the things that we want to look at is their valuation summary. Landcadia Holdings is a publicly listed company proposing a special acquisition vehicle with over $300 million in cash. The Golden Nugget Online Gaming is a subsidiary of Golden Nugget that includes iGaming assets associated to Golden Nugget's online casino operations. Landcadia to combine with Golden Nugget Online Gaming in a Up-C structure. Values Golden Nugget Online Gaming at $745 million. That price point is important, gotta keep it in mind because I'll refer back to it later on. Moving on forward, we get to see Golden Nugget with other comparables, let's say as DraftKings. In terms of TEV over 2021 estimated revenue, they are doing a bit better than other companies here, and a bit worse, so it's kind of almost in somewhere in the average. Average 8.5, they're sitting 6.1. Moving on, a little bit of a summary. Golden Nugget at a glance has approximately $4 billion in 2019 estimated actual revenue, and Golden Nugget and Landry's is a diversified restaurant and hospitality, entertainment, and gaming company with 600 outlets, 3 hotels, 4 aquariums, 2 amusement parks, 5 Golden Nugget casinos in Atlantic City, Las Vegas, Laughlin, and Lake Charles and Biloxi, 39 states, DC, and Puerto Rico, and around 42 international units. That's a little bit of a map of their coverage. Now we can move on a little bit forward. I just want to look quickly into their appendix here. Of course, their target iGaming players are between 40 and 45 years old. Moving on towards the average bets that are put around 2.7. with a daily handle of around 1.9k, so a lot of revenues there. They play longer in terms of iGaming players, reinvests winning quicker, generates a higher hold for operator, and has a higher disposable income. Now the big thing with online gaming and whatnot, here's some of the investment online highlights, and I'm going to go back to online gaming in terms of Golden Nugget. It's the #1 iGaming focused US casino brand in New Jersey, on track to deliver $95 million in GCR and $24 million of adjusted EBITDA in 2020, well positioned to capture 10% share of projected $22 billion US iGaming market. That puts it at $2 billion. COVID-19 accelerates e-commerce secular trend, accelerates US iGaming regulations. Industry-leading monetization of 7.7k 5-year player lifetime value. EGR North America Operator of the Year Award in 2017, 2018, 2019. Alright. The big thing about Golden Nuggets and online gaming is when you're not dealing with actual physical money, it all becomes just a click, a button. And of course, you're going to be reinvesting and spending more money because it's just linked to your credit card. Going on to a physical casino, you have chips. In chips, you're actually seeing it in hand. You're losing it or gaining it. It makes it a bit more real. Over here, people with gambling problems, they definitely would drop into that hole. Alright, moving on. Next thing we want to move on forward is their annual general meeting, or their voting meeting, my bad, coming up soon. So, the annual meeting, the vote is going to happen on December 18th. December 18th right here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to vote, you would have to have stocks before closing on October 29th, so that kind of already has passed way ago. Nonetheless, the vote will still be announced on December 18th at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. The expectations is, of course, it's going to go ahead. Now, when is the closing of it going to be? Well, there is a big estimate happening on for January 2021 because that is when the termination is going to happen. I believe the next one over here, yep, January 30th, 2021. That is the termination of the agreement if it doesn't occur. So before January 30th, 2021, we do expect for this transition to happen. So next thing happening is the ticker, right? So if I'm right, the ticker is going to be GNOG. We will confirm in the words around here. There you go, GNOG. All right. Moving on forward, what we get to see here is other news. For instance, Golden Nugget Online Gaming said that its gross gaming revenue had jumped 72% in the first 9 months of 2020 and said it has taken over $2 billion of bet. Next on, they announced that the regulatory has approved and obtained from New Jersey Casino Control Commission for the Golden Nugget Online Gaming GNOG. Next on, as I said, the meeting is going to happen on December 18th, 2020 at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, and that's when we're going to be learning more about this one here. Now, the next thing forward, Golden Nugget is one of the largest and most established online casinos in North America and has been staple of the U.S. online casino industry. They also host the largest online gaming library, said David Lucci, EVP of Sales, Marketing and Digital of Ivory. We're honored to have selected to design custom games for industry leaders as a part of their 7th anniversary. Alright, now moving forward, just before I go on towards their valuations and what I think about this one, make sure to drop a subscribe on this one. Subscribe, leave notifications on. There's only around 12.7% of you all that are subscribed to my videos and watch it on a regular, and 87.3% that are watching it almost on a regular basis but not subscribed. So please leave a subscribe if you haven't done so already. So now going back towards the market evaluation. Now LCA has a $0.9 billion capital, or market cap, my bad. And that is a little bit interesting because there's two things here to mention, okay? They are on track to have 10% share of projected $22 billion in US iGaming market. So that's around $2.2 billion, so it's really working on intrinsic value. But if we go all the way back up, remember the value of Golden Nugget Online Gaming was at $745 million. So that is something interesting for me because current cap is even higher than the current valuation, but their revenues is what's actually driving it ahead of time. So the revenue increase, as we got from the 72% for the first 9 months with $2 billion of bet, has really increased the LCA value up. Now, before we move on to technical analysis, I went on and checked the Golden Nuggets Dapper, and we can just go ahead and run a play. We'll do, let's say, I don't know, do 50 cents, and let's run it up. And I lost. Oh, wait, I got a balance. Okay, we can do it again. And you can see how addictive it is. There you go. Lost $8 in 2 seconds. Alright, let's move on forward and do the technical analysis point. So from a technical analysis point of view, on the 1 week perspective, what we get to see here is that we're seeing a really good reversal. It's a really good push. The 80X here looks like it's actually gaining traction and moving on towards a positive direction. It shows a very strong trend here. Moving averages are all looking bullish. Now the momentum has retracted a little, and so did the willing %R, but still overall it really looks bullish. Now on a 1 day perspective, what we get to see here is it still looks really bullish, although the MACD is retracting dangerously. That is a dangerous mark, and you don't want it to cross the negative sign. Willing %R is somewhere closer to overbought still, and momentum is still strong, positive, but still retracting a little. Now, the next thing here is the 80X really shows in that there's a very, very strong trend here. It's still on an uptrend. And I'll show you where the points where I've considered an uptrend to break in a minute. The moving average bands really are bullish, and the trading action zone is between 2186 and 1822. If it does dip around there, that's where reversals are really likely, and you get to see it dipped once in and jumped right back up. 10 SMA is above 30 AMA, so it is really bullish. Now, on a 2 hour perspective, things look as well still bullish. on everything else except the moving averages are turning bearish. So that is something interesting. But we'll trade it on a 1-day perspective rather than a 2-hour perspective. The moving average band here shows that 2052 is the expected top, 1865 the middle, and 1679 is the bottom. It doesn't really trade often within the moving average band, but since the moving average band doesn't seem to retract, it's still a positive news for us. Averages have been, or volumes have been looking really good, so I'm happy about that one. Stochastic fast and stochastic slow are both giving you a warning that a pullback is evident, but still has another leg up. Coming in now towards Fibonacci retracements, sitting up at 25.45 and going all the way down to 82. The current support on the Fibonacci retracements is 21.92, below there 19.12, below there 17.16, and then 15.20. The only resistance on the Fibonacci scale is 25.45. Significant support lines and resistances through the traditional method shows that there is a current support, a very strong one, at 22.10. Below there we're looking at 21.27, then $20 sharp, and then 18.22, 17.17, dropping down to 16.58, and then down to 14.91. Significant resistances: 22.70, 23.40, 24.75, and then jumping up to 25.34. Ed, what do you think about this one? There's definitely a lot of future for this one. I definitely do think that online gaming, especially for casinos, has a future. I do expect that this would probably be a really good investment. If you're trading it, as long as it stays above the 20 bucks, you know, it's more of a safe haven for me. But if it does drop there, things start looking a little bit ugly, or that's what I anticipate. It definitely still has a future. I do think it's still going to see another push, at least up to December 18th. If you're investing, it might drop a little bit. There is a pullback that is going to happen imminently, and that's maybe where you average down or where you enter more of your investment. Now, all in all, one thing that really shows it off is this one here. How many can I lose? One more, and, well, I still lost. So there you go. They're making money. They can actually really make a lot of money by making folks like me lose. So, yeah, it looks like they have their website in check. House always wins. What do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. You have a wonderful day.